Here we go, guys. Welcome back on Wacky Wednesday. For today's workout, we have Diane. However, if you don't know, Diane is a benchmark in the CrossFit community. It's a benchmark workout. It is deadlifts and handstand push-ups. So at home, I know that equipment is probably limited for you, so we're gonna go ahead and do Diane's little sister. What is that? So Diane's little sister is an AMRAP of 10 minutes. And you're gonna increase each time by 2 repetitions. The movements will be a dumbbell or odd object deadlift and a double dumbbell strict press, okay? So you're gonna start with 2 deadlifts with your double dumbbells or that odd object. You're gonna place that odd object down, and then you're gonna grab those dumbbells, set it up on both of your shoulders, and do double dumbbell strict presses. So you want to make sure that you're able to do at least 10 to 15 double dumbbell strict presses when fresh. And that's how you know that you have the right weight or the right odd object with you for today's workout, okay? So when you do 2 deadlifts, 2 strict presses, then you're gonna go ahead and add 2 to the rep scheme. Then 4 deadlifts, 4 double dumbbell strict presses, then 6 and 6, 8 and 8, 10 and 10, and so forth until your 10 minutes are done, okay? So as always, we want to set you up with a good warm-up, and we're going to start with a 400-meter easy run. So hopefully by now you have that tracked out somewhere, whether it's around your neighborhood or around your office space, your work area. So try and go out for a 400-meter easy run. When you come back, you're going to set the timer for a minute. And you're going to be doing all of these movements at your pace for an entire minute to get everything nice and warmed up, okay? The first movement's going to be a single leg glute bridge. So we're going to set up on the ground, heels close to the hips, bring one leg out, and we're going to bring the hips all the way up, squeezing at the top and down. All the way up and down. So for 30 seconds, you're going to go on one side and switch. Go on the other side, okay? Once you're done with that minute, you're gonna do a push-up to down dog. So you're gonna start in a push-up plank position and then bring the hips up, driving the heels down on that down dog position. So we're gonna start with a push-up plank here. Nice tight core. We're gonna lower ourselves down to the ground, chest and thighs hit the ground, press up, widen the feet, bring the hips up, drive the heels down, and go back into that plank position, push up, and down. Remember, you can choose your pace in these movements. It is all up to you. You are working for an entire minute here, okay, for the warm-up. After that, we're gonna do glute bridge walkout. So we're gonna get right back onto the ground. Heels start on the ground, toes up. And we're gonna bring our hips up and keep your hips up as you're walking out on your heels. And then walk back in as soon as you feel your hips kind of getting closer to the ground, okay? So doing that for a minute. Then we're gonna do a front plank hold. So you could do a front plank hold on your hands or on your forearms. Ideally, we wanna get on our hands, but if you have some wrist issues, go ahead and rest them on the floor, your forearms on the floor. So we're gonna set up with your hands underneath the shoulders, feet together, nice tight core, and we're gonna push ourselves into the ground, okay? Or push ourselves away from the ground, rather. Hold this position for a whole minute. Again, if you need to bring your forearms down, go ahead and do so. Elbows should be underneath the shoulders. And we're gonna hold that for a whole minute. Then we're gonna do alternating bird dog. So we're gonna start with our hands still, again, underneath our shoulders, our knees, underneath our hips. And we're gonna alternate left and right leg. I'm gonna reach forward and back, then back down, and switch. Alternate for a minute here in the bird dogs, and an inchworm to push up, which starts as you're standing up and hinge at the hips. Bring your hands to the floor, and we're gonna transfer our body weight from arm to arm until you get to that push-up plank position. One push-up, then walk right back to your feet until you stand. Okay, so all of that, all those movements for 1 minute, just one time through. Make sure that you check your weight, practice, do a set, see if you could do about 10 to 15 strict presses with either the both dumbbells that you're using or one heavier odd object. Make sure that you have a good core stabilization for today. For those deadlifts, keep everything nice and tight, guys. Have fun with Diane's little sister, and we'll see you tomorrow.